Welcome to Risk Forever channel, guys. To the channel which shares the most relevant tips and tricks on how to win at Risk and improve your rank in no time. Subscribe to the channel and you won't even see how fast you will become so much better at Risk. Push that notification bell to see new videos first. This is your host ChampionEver. And today we are playing 6-player progressive card game on classic Risk map. Time per turn is 60 seconds. I'm playing on my alternative account called Mitchell the Bear 21. I'm the red player as usually. When I hosted a game I set master as a minimum rank. So this time I've got even 3 master ranked players who are yellow, purple, and orange. And 2 grandmaster ranked players who are blue and green. Wow, even 2 GMs. I'm always suspicious when I get 2 or more grandmasters to join my game. I'm very, very suspicious. Plus they have the same avatar. But let's hope they are legit grandmasters. As always, wish me best of luck, guys. I will need it. Keep your fingers crossed for me. The game is going to be tough. But I love challenges. So let's get started. OMG guys, I cannot believe these 2 masters are so dumb to fight for Australia. I'm laughing at them right now, guys. Obsession with Australia, la la la. No Australia, no win. This is most of the novices' motto, but I didn't know that some of the masters go by that motto as well. I see a lot of novices and beginners fighting for a continent, but I cannot believe higher ranked players are making the same mistake as well. It almost never worth to fight for a continent in progressive card games. In most situations like this one, both of the players ending up weak and become potential targets to be taken out soon. But even if you wipe your opponent out, there is always a possibility that another player who has a big army near will take Australia from you, in the same exact round. And all of your efforts will be in vain. And then someone will say, "Congratulations, you just cleared out a continent for another player, now you can enjoy your well-deserved last place, la la la." The blue player had a big army in Europe, so he could potentially go closer to Australia. But it seems for some reasons he went to Africa instead. Well, on the other hand, Orange's 4 troops army kinda blocking Australia, so in case he wouldn't move that troops out, then it would be kind waste of troops for Blue to go through them. Well, it seems Orange just moved his troops out of Blue's way. But it still wouldn't be worth for Blue to go for Australia, at least I would say so. As it would weaken him quite a bit going through all of these territories and attacking Purple's 5. And Australia gives only 2 troops per turn anyways. Plus by swiping out Purple from Australia, the blue player would make him so easily to be taken out for someone else. The lucky player would get few extra cards. But on the other hand, that wouldn't make much impact to the game, as currently cards are worth nothing. So it would probably be the best to leave Purple alone in Australia and keep an eye on him. I think everyone is keeping their eyes on Purple right now. He became so weak by fighting for Australia, he has only a few troops, and besides his 3 troops in Africa, basically all of his troops in one place. In progressive card games, one of your aims is to be spread it out well enough. At least you should have some bigger armies in 3 different places of the map. Or even more places if possible. By having yourself spread it out well enough, you're making harder for opponents to take you out, especially when it comes to 60-second per turn games. Plus armies start to block each other. So if your opponent only puts his troops in only one place, when it's really possible that he will become blocked from at least one of your armies. And by having your armies in multiple places of the map, you basically have an ability to take anyone out you want, if you have enough troops. Also keep in mind that there's no purpose to have multiple smaller armies in the same place of the map. The red player is very, very stupid by doing it right now. Look at his troops in Asia, la la la. He should combine them into one big army as soon as possible. But on the other hand, he is still doing pretty good comparing to other players. It seems these players don't understand the importance of being spread out well enough. They could potentially be taken out one by one very easily. Well, It seems Orange is the only player who puts his troops in more than one place as well, in 2 of them, but besides him nobody else. I just don't understand why did he trade in a set at 3 cards, just to get 4 troops. You should never trade in a set at 3 cards in the first round of sets, unless you're doing 1 or 0 card strategy. What are these strategies, some of you may ask? It's when you have 1 or 0 of cards in total and stop getting them at all. Since the main focus in progressive cards is to take your opponents out when it's worth for their cards, nobody will take you out, as it just not worth at all. As why would anyone waste their troops just to eliminate an opponent without getting any cards at all? So when you're doing this strategy, you're just basically camping and waiting for a perfect opportunity to take the game into your hands. If you don't get one, then you will most likely get either 2nd or 3rd place. So you won't lose a lot of rank points or even get some of them. So when you see that you're in a totally bad position, I would recommend using one of these strategies. Why? To try your luck by continuing to get cards, while having a very big chance of getting taken out first and losing tons of rank points. In this game nobody uses this strategy, as you can see. I just wanted to explain it for those who wasn't familiar with this strategies yet. Also, I have a whole video on this strategy which I'm leaving in a video card above, in case you want to watch it after this video ends. In that video I'm showing how that strategy practically works, showing a real game example. Anyways, it's going to be my turn soon. I will turn in a set and get 10 troops. I'm wondering if I should put them in Quebec territory and go for yellow, who has even 4 cards. Let me think, guys. Just one moment. No, I won't go for yellow. It would be way too risky. There's a high chance that I would lose a blitz roll. Or even if I succeed blitzing 16 troops army, there's a possibility that I wouldn't have enough troops left to finish taking out yellow's 2 territories in South America. I only had few troops more than yellow. Plus, even if I succeeded taking yellow out, I would have gotten only 15 troops anyways, and became even weaker than I was before. So I'm glad I didn't go for yellow. But still, I put the troops I received in Quebec territory, in case the yellow player wouldn't have traded in a set at 4, and as you see, she didn't. And if I have gotten a set at 3 cards, but unfortunately I don't have a set. But I'm still in a better position by having my troops in 3 different places than the players who only have their troops in a 1 place. I don't think I will be the player which will be taken out first. And by the way, for those who aren't familiar with my channel yet, my name is ChampionEver. And in this channel I'm sharing relevant risk global domination tips and tricks that will help you to increase your rank in no time. I upload my videos constantly. I try to make them short and informative but also entertaining at the same time. I'm currently Grandmaster and have over 1,000 hours of experience which I want to share with you. Most people want to know how to win at risk. Are you one of them? If so, then what are you waiting for? Subscribe and start grinding those rank points right now. Drastically improve your gameplay by simply watching risk videos. I've already talked about one of the main aims in progressive card games, to be spread it out well enough. Now let me tell you about another aim, the biggest one. It is to focus on taking your opponents out when it's worth for their cards. You should always look for opportunities and be ready to hunt. Taking opponent after opponent out, you will become stronger and eventually win the game. Continents are not that much important in progressive card games, at least playing on classic map. Continents are more secondary thing. They're nothing compared to cards in the late stage of the game. But if you get one in the beginning of the game, then you will definitely have a good advantage against the other players. But if you don't get a continent early, then you shouldn't paying all of your attention on eventually getting it, by basically putting all of troops into it, turn by turn swiping out smaller armies of your opponents. Because when you will eventually get it, it won't give that much of the value as if it would have given if you had captured it early. And because you were putting all of the troops into one place, you will become a very easy target to be taken out by anyone. Focus on spreading out instead. Don't be like these players I'm currently playing with, who only put their troops in only 1 or 2 places. They probably don't even imagine how suitable to be taken out they currently are. OMG Blue, you have just made your biggest mistake in your life. I wasn't sure if I had enough troops after turning in a set to take the green player out, but now I'm guaranteed one I will. Thank you very much. I might take you out as well. Words cannot describe how thankful I am. Let's take the blue player out, guys. Boom. Very nice. I can potentially see a victory in a single turn. Can we make it, guys? Who is the next most suitable player to be taken out? Orange, I'm sorry, but your time is up. Time to go home. It will be your 10th loss in a row. 3 players down, 2 left. Oh yellow, yellow. Didn't you know that it's so bad to keep your troops in only one place? Well, it's time for you to go home. OMG guys, since they weren't spread it out at all, I'm taking them out so easily. Wow. Victory in a single turn. Give this video a thumbs up for such amazing victory guys, and subscribe if you haven't already. Know the importance of being spread it out well enough or you will be going home.